Hello and welcome to your favorite channel, Things to Do. People from all over the world come to Greece to enjoy the warm weather, beautiful scenery, and many historical sites. So if you're thinking of going to Greece, you can be sure that you'll have a lot of great adventures there. If you're planning a trip to Greece, you should make sure to do some of these things. Number 9. Get on top of Mount Olympus. In Greek mythology, Mount Olympus is known as the god's home, so it's also called the Mountain of the Gods. At an amazing 9,570 feet, this beautiful mountain is the tallest in Greece. Mount Olympus has a number of day hikes that are great if you want to explore the backcountry of Greece, but if you're a real outdoor enthusiast, you can spend a few days hiking to the top. Along the way, you'll get to see beautiful views, thick Greek forests, and beautiful water features. Number 8. Go to the Corfu cafes. Corfu is the name of both a Greek island and the island's capital city. Corfu, the first of several UNESCO World Heritage Sites on this list, is the perfect mix of old world beauty and modern life. Liston is a beautiful part of the city with streets that are only for pedestrians and are full of cafes. The rest of the island is full of plants and the coast is beautiful. Corfu has an airport, so you can fly there from the rest of Greece or take a boat. Number 7. Visit the ruins of Delphi. Delphi is one of many places in Greece that are on the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. If you go there, you'll see why. Ancient Greeks went to these archaeological ruins to get advice from the Oracle of Delphi. This makes them important to history. Mount Parnassus, west of Athens, is where you can find the ruins. Ancient Greeks came to Delphi to worship the Greek god Apollo, so history buffs and fans of Greek mythology should definitely go there. Take a guided tour if you want to find out more about the history of this World Heritage Site. Number 6. Take in Santorini's scenery. Without a trip to Santorini, no list of the best things to do in Greece would be complete. Santorini is one of the most beautiful places in Greece. Its famous turquoise waters serve as a backdrop for classic white buildings with blue domed roofs that line the slopes. But because of how beautiful the place is, there are more people there, so expect to be surrounded by other tourists and to pay a little more than on other Greek islands. Many of the places to stay in the area, especially in the cliffside towns of Wea and Fira, have outdoor plunge tools and hot tubs so guests can watch the sunset from their own balconies. Because of this, Santorini is a popular place for couples to go on a romantic vacation. Number 5. Check out Lemnos volcanic rocks. In Greece, you can avoid the typical tourist traps and have a truly unique experience by going to the volcanic cliffs of Lemnos. The people who live there call the rocks Phalakron. They could be near Cape Phalakro, which is on the island's northern coast. The rocks are volcanic formations that were made when the lava met water. They look like bread bubbles that are just about to pop. The land on Lemnos seems to be rougher than on most of the other Greek islands. It's a great place to go if you want to get away from the crowds and noise of places like Athens and MYKONOS. This is because it has some unique natural features that make it stand out from the rest of Greece. Go to NAVAGIO beach and see the shipwreck. NAVAGIO beach is on the Greek island of Zakynthos, which is where you can find it. It's called Shipwreck Beach because there is only one shipwreck on the sand dunes of the beach. The waters that reach NAVAGIO beach are on an island and are so bright blue that it's hard to believe they're the same waters that surround the beach. To get to the beach, though, you'll need to take a boat. Contact a tour operator as soon as you can to set up an appointment so you can see this beautiful place while you're on vacation. You might have to put in a little more work than usual to get to this place, but you can be sure it will be worth it. When you get there, you won't believe how out of the ordinary this place is. You could also spend a few days on the island Zakynthos, which is much easier to get to than the other parts of your trip and has a lively city and some beautiful beaches. Number 3. Go to the Acropolis in Athens and see the Parthenon. The Parthenon is one of Greece's most well-known buildings, and any history buff who goes there will want to see it. The ancient fortress is a historical landmark that stands high on the Acropolis in Athens. It's surrounded by other important buildings. The Acropolis is open to the public, but you have to make a reservation to go there. On the other hand, a guided tour of the Parthenon may be the best way to learn about the history of this temple and other buildings around the Acropolis that are falling apart. There are many tour companies that offer trips to the Acropolis. Choose the one that gives you the most for your money. Number 2. Take in Mykonos nightlife. You would be wrong to think that Mykonos is a beautiful island that's also quiet where you can spend nights just relaxing. Mykonos is known for its nightlife, among other things. The island is home to a number of historically important sites, but most people go there for the luxury hotels, beautiful beaches, and busy nightlife. Mykonos is famous for its beautiful buildings and beaches. The beaches have white sand and blue water, and you can swim and snorkel there. But as soon as the sun goes down, it's time to hit the clubs. There are many live music venues in Mykonos, and famous DJs from all over the world come to play there. A-list celebrities also go to these places, and many of them stay at the island's high-end hotels. Mykonos also has a few high-end restaurants and a number of great places to shop. Number 1. Get away from the main roads in Naxos. If you don't think Mykonos is the perfect Greek island getaway for you, you should think about going to Naxos instead. Even though this beautiful island is not off the beaten path, it has far fewer tourists than popular Greek islands like Mykonos and Santorini. People think that Naxos is one of the biggest islands in Greece. It has some of the most beautiful stretches of coast in the world. Naxos is a great choice if you want to spend a few days on a busy island that is still quieter than Mykonos and less touristy than Santorini. Because Naxos is in the Cyclades, this is the case. On the Greek island of Naxos, it is easy to do things like swimming, snorkeling, sailing, and kiteboarding. On the island, there are a number of great restaurants that don't try to be too fancy. Traveling can be expensive in general, and depending on where you're coming from, just getting to Greece can cost you a lot of money. Once you get to Greece, though, you'll find that the cost of living is not nearly as high as you thought it would be. This doesn't mean that Greece is the cheapest place to travel to, but it does mean that it's not the most expensive place to go. Obviously, the amount of money you spend will depend on what kind of experience you want to have. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.